sounds so good. Hey, I didn't know you were here. Let's go. So I'd like to share with you today a very profound feeling that used to block me a lot in the past and that really kept me away from developing my skills as a writer. And yes, I'm talking about it has to be a masterpiece syndrome. Or in other words, being a perfectionist. And let's be honest, as artists, we tend to be very perfectionists. And that's the truth. We want the world to see the very best version of our art. However, over the years, I found out that this need can backfire very, very easily. So much that if you don't learn how to control this perfectionist mind, it can lead you to get stuck and until a point that you cannot move forward anymore. It blocks your creativity. Believe me, as a writer, I was in that stuck, blocked point for years. And I also know firsthand that other artists, composers in this case, I know that because in our Momentum mentorship program that we have in cinematic composing, we talk to our students and we see that one of the main problems, beliefs that they have in their heads is like, oh, I cannot publish it because it's not good enough. It has to be a masterpiece. It has to be really good to be out there, right? So I've seen that it's not just for composers, it's just for any artist. We have this kind of need of being perfect to be out there. But after years of struggling a lot with this, I came to a point where I understood what I believe is a truth bomb. And here it goes. Being a perfectionist is a way to procrastinate. That's it. And that's the truth. Let me say it again. Perfectionism is a way to procrastinate, delay the moment of going out there to publish your work, to show it to the world, and also show up as the artist you are within. Even if by doing so, you know deep inside, it would mean to really advance and get closer to your dreams in both your life and your career. But here's the thing. Many of us are self-proclaimed perfectionists, but what we are experiencing is this fear of not being talented enough, fear of the feedback we may get out there, fear of showing to the world who we truly are and really be vulnerable for once. Or what is the same, fear of failure. But as you may already know, there's no such thing as failure. It's only learning. So easy, right? It makes sense. But it's so complicated to put in practice. But you know, right? Actually, the most successful artists and any person that you really see that is achieving anything you would imagine in your life, these people were able to put themselves in the game and to be ready to fail, and fail until they get better at what they are doing. And that's when the success comes, when you are able to put yourself out there and expect also to fail, because you know that the more you fail, the more are you going to learn, the better are you becoming in each step of the way. But it's easy to understand and even being in the failure moment, right? Because it's hard. When you are there, it sucks. It's really bad. But the more you get used to that feeling of, okay, I failed, and so what? I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep moving. Nothing's gonna stop me, right? If you have this mindset, anything changes because all of a sudden you see the journey as a game and you are playing in it. And when you fail, what is actually telling you that failure is that you have to redirect your movements, find a new way to move closer to your goals. So what I do now with my creative work, when I'm in my creative moment, is instead of thinking it has to be really good this in order to publish it, it has to be a masterpiece or something along the lines, what I do instead is I change this phrase, this sentence that comes to my mind, because it comes, right? It's never gonna stop. It comes here. It's the need to be perfect, right? Okay, but when it comes, what I do is, hey, wait a second, done is better than perfect. Boom! And this is not my quote, it's a quote from Sheryl Sandberg. But the first time I read it, it was like, whoa, this is so true. Done is better than perfect. It makes total sense. And this very same concept is the concept that I've been applying to myself, and I've been able to move to my goals as a writer like faster than I ever imagined. And in a few months, I've been able to accomplish more than I could years before, because I just implemented a new mindset. Instead of being a perfectionist or a self-proclaimed perfectionist and not moving forward, changed my mindset into a doer mindset. What I mean by that is, instead of thinking, oh, this has to be really good in order to be published or show it to the world, it's better to finish it. It's better to get used and train my brain to start a creative work and finish it in a specific time frame. And this is my practical tip here. It's very simple. It's my personal tip, and I hope it can help you to implement this doer mindset. When I'm writing, I set a timer, and by the time the timer rings, I have to stop. I can't keep working on that piece anymore, and I just have to move forward and here's the thing, publish it in one way or another. So what it does, this time constraint, and this is very important, is that it really, again, helps my mind to understand that it's not about being perfect. It's about doing the work constantly, because repetition is what it's gonna make you get better and better and better at what you are doing, at your art, until a point where you became an expert. Although never perfect, because nobody is. So that's all from me today. I hope this video really was of help, and click here to subscribe if you liked it for more videos in motivation, inspiration, and personal growth. See you in the next one.